Caroline. I'm back with y'all today. Going to do a makeup tutorial per request of a fellow follower. And I know a lot of you have requested like a braces update, a more in-depth braces vlog on how it all works and how mine are doing and all of that. I will be going for an orthodontist appointment next week to get my braces tightened, and I don't know what else may change next week, so I'm going to wait and do it then. Y'all can see what color I choose and also see what new happens with my braces next week. So be looking next week for that. I will try to get that up as soon as possible. But today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. I did one about 9 months ago. I haven't really been consistent with my YouTube videos, so I'm going to try to be more consistent now. I'm doing good. This is a week and a half after my last one, so I'm doing pretty good at the moment. But I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. The last one I did was more kind of a all-natural, kind of laid-back, not super fancy look. So today I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow look as well as my regular makeup. I love doing makeup. It's like my favorite thing to do. So I have gotten most of my ideas off of Pinterest and YouTube. So I'm not professional or anything like that, but I've just kind of searched myself and experimented, and I like what I've come up with. So anyways, I'm going to be doing that today. I've got my green contacts already in, if you want to see what those look like. I like these because they're very light. The blue, I love the blue. They're darker though, and so I feel like the green is very light and it kind of brightens up my face. So I really like that. And I have learned to put my contacts in before I do my makeup, because then, you know, you've got to like stretch your eye open to put your contact in. And if you've already got eyeshadow and stuff on, you're liable to mess it up. So I've started putting my contacts in before I do my makeup. So I've already got those in, and actually I already did my hair. I just get a headband in to keep my bangs on my face. So anyways, let's get started. I use mostly Maybelline and e.l.f. products. I've got like one other product here. But I love Maybelline's line of foundations and concealers and all of that. So this is what I'm using. It is the foundation. I think I'm using the color 120 Classic Ivory. I'm not very pale, but I'm not very tan either. I'm kind of one of those in-betweens. But I just make dots all over my face. And then I used to use a beauty blender, but I really didn't know how to clean it properly. And it kind of annoyed me, and it would get really dirty, and then you're not supposed to use a dirty one because then it can cause you to break out. So I actually grabbed these disposable sponges to use that are like a beauty blender, but there's just a bunch of them in a package, and then you just throw them away when you're done. So I got to where I really liked that, so I started using these. They're like in a triangle. You can get like round ones too. I just for some reason got these odd geometrically shaped ones. And then I just tap all over my face, making sure it blends well, and covering up any redness so my skin tone is all one color. And make sure you tap around your eyes so that you don't stretch the sensitive skin that's there. Never rub. Alright, once you've done that, I would go back and put any, if I missed any, but it looks like I've got it all pretty good. It's kind of hard to see in my phone camera. I was going to use my digital camera today, but then I realized it was out of battery power, and I don't have any more batteries here. So I'm using my phone again. And I'm in my living room. I usually do this in my bathroom, but I'm in my living room because the bathroom lighting is really bad. So that's why I'm in the living room. Alright, next I'm using my concealer. It is Sand Sable color, again by Maybelline Fit Me. And I apply it in an upside down triangle underneath my eyes. I learned this also off of Pinterest. If you do it in like a semicircle, it tends to make your eyes sag or look like they're sagging. And if you put it in an upside down triangle, it's supposed to help lift your eyes. And then I put it on any blemish spots, and I have a few like right up here. And then a few like right here on my cheek. And by my mouth. So just going to put it there. I tap the concealer so that it sets properly. And then I just, like I said, tap, and I go over my eyes a little bit with it too. I feel like I use a eyeshadow, what's it called? Eyelid primer. There we go. It helps to keep your eyeshadow in place, but the concealer also helps with that too. Alright. Now that we've got the concealer in place, we're going to go to the powder. I use a pressed powder. I use, again, Maybelline Fit Me. I'm using the Buff Beige. This one is actually a darker color than I usually use. When I went to get this, they were out of my color, so I just went with the next color up. And I'm almost out, and I bought another one the other day that's the real color I'm supposed to be using. But I use my e.l.f. brush for this. It's a powder brush by e.l.f. And looks like this. And I just get powder on there, and then all over my face. Just so it sets everything. Alright. The next thing I'm going to use is my eyelid primer. And again, this is by e.l.f. e.l.f. has the best products, and they're cheap, but they're not like bad products. They're only like anywhere from $1 to $6, which is really cheap for makeup. And so, and I'm not one of those people that uses a lot of name brands. All of this is Walmart/drugstore products or brands. So if you are looking for a makeup tutorial on cheap makeup products, here you go. But I just put that on my eyelids and under my brow, and I go into the corner of my eye because I do put a little bit of product right there in the corner. So make sure that'll stay. And then just smooth it all in there. Alright. And next I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I'm using e.l.f. their brow gel and powder. And I've never done this before until a few weeks ago. Like using the gel. I was using like a pencil or something. And gel, I can't say I'm crazy about it, but it works pretty well. And I definitely like doing eyebrows because I feel like it really adds shape and definition to your face, and it makes you look like you have eyebrows. So, I use the gel and just go up underneath my eyebrows. And I like shape them out with the gel. And I'm actually going to grab this mirror here and use it real quick. Hoping my phone doesn't fall. I'm going to add that there to keep it supported. There we go. I'm going to use this mirror just so I can see, because I can't really see in my phone thing camera. But yeah, you want to just go underneath your eyebrows, and this one tends to be a little bit thinner than the other. I guess I overplucked it or something. So I want to make sure that that looks the right thickness. And then I go over my eyebrows. And then I fill in my eyebrows. And then I go over it with the powder and with a spoolie to blend it, to make sure it doesn't look drawn on, because I don't want to be one of those people that has like pencil eyebrows. That looks weird. And then if I like get some out of place, I just kind of rub it with my finger. Alright, so that's kind of what the eyebrows look like. I just go over it with the powder. There we go. All right, so you can kind of tell the difference there between eyebrow and eyebrow. And it definitely adds a lot more definition to your face. All right. And then I'm going to take a spoolie. If I can find it. There we go. A spoolie. And just kind of go over it to blend it. All right. There you go. That's kind of what I do with my eyebrows. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I might speed up the video here. Okay, so there's my eyebrows. I think I've got them fairly even. So now let's move on to the eyeshadow. I'm using a e.l.f. brush. It's an eyeshadow brush. Looks like this. It's like a flat brush. And I'm using Wet n Wild All Natural eyeshadow palette. I just got this the other day. I experimented with it over the weekend, and I loved it. I love the natural kind of nude colors, like browns, and there's like some blues here, which look really good with my blue contacts. I'm going to be doing like a brownish gold eyeshadow today, which is my favorite type to use, especially when either like I've got the green in or I'm just wearing my natural eyes, because my eyes are hazel. And to start off with, I'm going to be using this color, the second one right there. It's kind of a goldy skin color. It's got some shimmer to it, and I'm using this as like my base color. And so I'm going to go all over my lid up to my brow bone with it, and it's very sheer, like it doesn't add much color. It's just kind of a base color. I'm going to turn this a little bit. There we go. Alright, do that to the other eye. Some people do like all of their shadow in one eye and then do the other. I do each color on each eye, because then if you get the same color product on one brush and then you're going to a different color, then yeah, it just makes it difficult. Alright. So once we've done that one, I'm going to be doing this brownish color over here, right there. And this palette was actually really cheap. In like regards to the other palettes I saw, that were like 10 bucks. This was $5. And even though maybe the palettes are smaller, it's still a good variety of choices for only $5. So I was actually really pleased that I found this. And then this is just going to go all over my lid. Like that. Alright. I'm going to grab my mirror here because, again, I'm having issues seeing. As you can probably tell, I don't do these videos often. I just dropped something. So you want to apply it all over your lid. Just like that. I'm going to do the other side. This is a very nude brownish color. And this look is going to look pretty smoky. I like a smokier look. Everybody applies their eyeshadow differently, and I've kind of figured out what works best for me. But, and maybe hopefully this will work for you too. Okay, so what I'm going to use next is this gold in this palette. It's right here. Alright, I'm going to use that. I'm going to apply it to the middle to outside edge of my eye. And this adds some good shimmer. To it. And then I just kind of add more if I think I need it, as I think I need it, to the desired color. All right. Then I'm going to do the other side real quick, as quickly as I can. All right, once I've got the gold in place to the desired color I want it, I'm going to go to this dark brown right here, all right? And I'm going to be using an angled brush at this point. Again, it's by e.l.f. And I'm going to apply this along the crease, and then I come in like as I'm like to line the eye into the corner, all right? And this is where you get the smoky effect. All right. Now once I've got it in there, I'd go back with the regular brush and I'd blend it. But you don't want to overblend it because then you want it to be noticeable. And it looks really piecey right now, so I'm going to come back with... You want to... I'm making pretty much like a V. The outer corner. Alright. Again, I'm going to come back in here and blend it slightly. Just like that. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. There you go. Alright, once I've done that, the eyeshadow, then I'm going to finish the rest of my face. And we're going to do contouring. I do contour a little bit. I'm using the Maybelline Master Contour Palette. I love this too. I was using a different brand. I don't remember which brand I was using before I found this one. But it's kind of cool that I've kind of gone on Maybelline now. I kind of change up. I used to be like all Neutrogena, and then now I'm like all Maybelline, and I used to be like all Rimmel. Yeah, I kind of change. I go through phases. Anyways, it has it like contour and then blush and then highlight. I kind of do it opposite. I do highlight and then contour and then blush. I don't know if that makes sense or even if that's correct. That's the way I do it. So I'm using this professional bronzing brush to apply my highlighter and bronzer. Looks like this. And then I just put some of the highlight on there, and then I highlight right in between my eyebrows and with the bridge of my nose, my chin, and then like along the tops of my cheekbones, right there, and right there. Alright, and then I go to contour right here, a bronzer, and I do this in the hollow of my cheekbones. I like suck in my cheeks into it like this. And then I do on the edges of my nose. And then I like outline my face with it. Again, I learned all of this like off of Pinterest. And my sister uses bronzer and such, and I've watched her use it before too. And then along my jawline, helps to make your jawline look skinnier. And I do have probably a wider jawline than some people. And then along my hairline and the tops of my forehead, even though I have bangs, I tend to do this. Alright, and then I'm using a blush brush, looks like this, for my blush. And again, I suck in my cheeks and go along my cheekbones this time instead of the hollow. And you want to sweep up. You don't want to like circle motions or anything. You want to sweep up to lift your face up. And then I also go along the bridge of my nose a little bit. Kind of helps to make everything look even. Alright, there you go. And if you feel like anything's too much or too splotchy, I'll go over with my powder brush, no product, and just kind of blend it. Like that. Alright. Just make sure it looks even. Alright, next part is like the hardest part for me, and I feel like I never do it the same way. And that would be eyeliner, and that's what I dropped on the floor. So I'm going to try to get this up. And I'm using actually Revlon, and I love this thing. Like, I've tried pencil, and I've tried like liquid brush and all that, and it just don't work for me. So I use the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eye Pen, and it has like a felt tip, I guess, or something, and like this is what works for me. Nothing else works for me, but this works for me. So I'm gonna try to do this today without messing up, because like I said, I feel like I never do it the same way, and I feel like I always mess up and like I have to start over or something. So I'm gonna try my best to do it good today. But usually what I do is I start, if I'm trying to do a little bit of a wing, I don't try to do like the really extended wing, but I do try to do a little bit of a wing. So I dry the wings first and make sure they look even, and then I do the rest. And I usually stretch my eye up like this, and doing it in this camera. Whew. Okay, let's try it. Try to find the edge of my eye, and then draw a wing. Alright, like that. Let me see how this looks. Not too bad. Not too bad. So I'm going to try, see if I can do the other side. For some reason, my right eye is always harder to do. Alright. And that's like going straight up. Now, if you're wondering how I fix eyeliner mistakes, like this one, I take a Q-tip and makeup remover or makeup remover wipe, and I like soak some of the makeup remover on it, and then I go in and just like wipe it off, and usually it doesn't mess up like my eyeshadow, and like I can just like do that, and then I'll go back over with a where's my brush? I don't know what I did with the other brush, but go back over it with a eyeshadow brush and just kind of blend it into the eyeshadow, and it works. It works pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to do this side with eyeliner, and then I'm going to go do the other one off camera because I feel like I'm going to mess it up terribly. So, do this, and then I draw in from the wing, like that, and then just keep drawing in, and then I kind of open my eye to do the inner. Alright, something like that. Yeah, that actually turned out fairly decent. Alright, so that's kind of how I do my eyeliner, something like that. So like I said, I'm going to go off camera and do this one and fix this one, and then I'll come back and show you. So I ended up winging the eyeliner a little bit more and changing this one a bit to make this one look even. I was having some major issues today, but this is the finished eyeliner look and eyeshadow. And I do sometimes do it a little bit thicker and wing it a little bit more, but I wasn't planning on doing that today, but I ended up doing it, so it's fine. And this is my all-time favorite mascara. I use Rimmel London mascara, and it's the Lift Me Up Wonder Lash, and it's got like vitamins and cucumbers in it and stuff, and I love it because I feel like it makes my eyelashes look really long and voluminous, and I just like love it so much. So and I just blink on mine, and I'm gonna use the mirror so I don't make any more mistakes. And I add 2 to 3 coats of it depending on what I'm wanting. And I feel like also when you put mascara on, if you've done your eyeliner a little bit like heavier, the eyeliner serves as a purpose to help your eyelashes look thicker. Okay, for my lips, since I got braces, I've not really been wanting to do anything too bold with my lips, like any brighter pink or red lipstick. I use mostly like a pale pink and nude lipstick or gloss. So this is what I've been using lately. I use this Mary Kay Cafe Au Lait color, and I've had this for a long time. I don't even remember when I got this, but I put the gloss, it's a gloss, I put that on my lips. Just like that. And then I'm using e.l.f. Pout Perfector. It's kind of shimmery, and you're only supposed to apply it on your bottom lip, like in the middle. And then like in the middle of your top lip as well. Just like that. Once I put the Pout Perfector on, I just take a clear gloss, and this is by Wet n Wild, over it. Alright, and then to keep it from getting on my teeth, I do this, it's probably kind of gross, but I just take my finger in my mouth, and that gets any excess that's like behind my lips off. And then that's my finished look. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I know I probably rambled, and I'm not used to doing these videos, so messed up some. But thanks for watching, guys. Comment below on what you think of this makeup look. If you have any suggestions for other makeup looks I should try or products, and any other videos you think I should do, comment below. Please like and subscribe, and y'all have a blessed day and a blessed week. Talk to y'all later. Bye.